Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with December 2nd for the December Daily. And before I started the recording, I didn't spend too much time picking out different things. Basically, I just chose maybe 6 cards and it didn't take me long at all. Like I went through it once and picked some papers and some cards and that was it. And then I picked a few embellishments. And basically this one is facing the other page, December 1st. So I just tried to keep it in the same kind of tones, except on this side I added a little bit more reds, than on the other side I added more pinks. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures to put on this layout. And that picture of my son was not taken on December 2nd, but it's the only one that I could find that was most recent of him. And it's because the 2 pictures in the middle, the 2 3x4s, is this report card that I signed on December 1st and sent back to school. And he's started high school this year, and I was just so proud of his marks. The lowest mark was 80 and right up to 95%. So he's doing amazing in school. So I just wanted to put that in there. And so like I said, that picture's not, it may be like 2 months old. And at first, the whole thing, I'm going to put his picture on the right side. And then when I put it in the album, I flipped it because I just liked how it looked better on the other side. But it doesn't change too much stuff, except that the sort of the decorated, page is on the right side. I didn't want where it said December 1st and December 2nd. I didn't kind of want them in the same pocket on either side. I just wanted a little bit more difference. So I had gone through some of the die cuts from the bundled up, and it was too pink, the one I had chosen, and I decided that I want to go more reds. So then I just chose another one that had a red chevron and just kind of a scallop with little Christmas trees. And then I found it was kind of bare, so I had this piece of pattern paper that I had pulled aside because it had all the right colors. It was just a nice piece of paper. And when I cut it down to size to fit, I ended up with these little strips. And I thought, oh, I'm going to use them on the other cards because, they fit, so they're just the right size. So I'm going to put it on a few cards. And I want to use a couple stamps this time because the last time I don't believe I used any stamps, and I want to make sure that I use the stamps that I have, because really the rest of your stamp collections you have all year to use them, but your Christmas collections, it's really only on Christmas layouts that you're gonna, or December layouts that you're going to use them. So I want to make sure that I use them. Now I'm going through one of the packages that I had bought from October Afternoon, the Silent Night collection. And I'm going to pick out a few little tabs. And I know I want to put that stamp right there is going to say 25 moments, memories, stories, and days. But I don't want to stamp it directly on that polka dot because it's going to get lost. And another in that sort of the oval inside that shape, I want to put on with the tradition, just because we got to start doing stuff that we normally do in December, and the days seems to be flying by, and there's a few things that we like to cook in December and that kind of stuff. So I got to get moving on that. And that stamp set was from October Afternoon, from that December daily kit that I bought. Now I know I want to stamp that other stamp since I have my black ink out. And I thought maybe at first on that little October Afternoon sticker, it would have been really pretty, but I'm going to keep looking. And lately, it's not my motto. If it looks good, use it. Don't keep looking. But I am struggling a little bit more with my December daily, although it wasn't as too bad. Like once I realized, like, okay, you're looking too much for something to stamp, to put that saying on. just move on. Then I pick the next thing and I moved on from there. Just because I don't want these daily pages, because there are daily pages, I don't want to spend 2 or 3 hours per day on these layouts. And this is December 2nd and today is December 10th. So I'm already 8 days behind, which I'm hoping that tonight I'm going to do December 3rd, and tomorrow I'm hoping to do 2, and the next few days a couple every day, so that I can try to catch up. I'm still looking for, different stamp sets that I might want to use. And now I'm looking at the Make It Merry flags. And I actually got that in an October afternoon Santa sack. And I absolutely love it. So I'm going to pick out 2 little flags and I'm going to put it on this page. And basically, what I'm going to do with this December daily is I'm going to choose a color scheme and I'm just going to go with it. And I'm just going to use the first thing that coordinates with the page and just go with it. Because I have so many supplies that I gathered that I don't want to go through all the supplies every time. And maybe what I'm going to start doing too is a lot of the supplies that I did get was a lot from a same collection. So if I'm going to start with Silent Night from October afternoon, then I can take all that collection out and just go with it. And the same thing with Bundled Up. And because I want to try and get through these pages, not that I just want to throw them together. I still want them to be cute. But I don't want to fuss and muss for hours and hours, because then I'm defeating the purpose. It's not going to be fun. And I want this to be fun. I want to do it. I want to do it again next year and not, think, oh my goodness, that was so much work. There's no way that I want to do this again. So now I have a lot of this stuff that I want down. So now I'm going to start putting these little cards together. And actually this time around, the whole thing, all the little cards, everything took me 55 minutes to complete. So I shaved off like 35-40 minutes from the first day. So that's good. And that's what I want. If I can keep it under an hour per page, then I'm going to feel like I'm getting a lot done. Now I wanted to round a lot of those smaller photos to fit with the small cards, and the cards are mostly from the Make It Merry, or it's the Project Life one. Merry and Bright is what it's called. And then I took out that Silent Night October afternoon washi tape too, and I'm just going to add it to all the pages. And the card just before this that I did is that day I did a whole bunch of research on the iPhone 5 and the 5C. And I didn't even check the 5S because there's no way I was paying, $250 a phone. That just wasn't going to happen, because I needed one and my son needed one. So, and when I called in, the 5C was $79, which was the same price as the 5. So I decided to go with the 5C because it had a better chip in it. And, the camera is amazing. I absolutely love it. So I just want to document that. And then the day that we get them, then I'll have some pictures of when we got it. So on that washi tape, there's one, I think it says Happy Holidays or something like that. And so I just cut out the word happy, and then I'm going to put the little tag underneath it because I was really happy with his report card. So I wanted that there on that card right there. And that's one from the Merry and Bright from Project Life. I put a little strip of that pattern paper. I got another one of those little flags from Bundled Up, and then a little tag that says Holly and Jolly. And then I wanted to use that little deer from the Bundled Up. Or no, it wasn't the Bundled Up. It's from Silent Night, the chipboard pieces. So I just want to make sure that I use this. And this is where I'm going to do my journaling. On my son's photo, I'm going to put, there's another piece of the tape that says ho, ho, ho. I'm going to put that on the photo with a little flag. And then later on, I'm going to add a little piece of pattern paper also. And now I'm looking at some of the letters because I thought I want to add an extra little title on there. But I decided to just do it with a pen. So I'm still going on that, kick that I want to add a title. So this is where I decide to cut a few more strips of that pattern paper. And I'm going to glue a little piece right there at the top of that photo. And then that bottom photo, I guess that's the only one I didn't talk about, is I've had quite a few people ask me my setup, how I'm set up to film and stuff. So I took a picture because I want to do sort of a little section on my Facebook group, and I'm just going to talk about what I do to film and stuff. So I cut another piece of that pattern paper, just a little bigger, where basically 2 of those rows of dots are shown. And then I had a little piece ticket that was from the previous kit or previous page, and I didn't want to throw it out, so I'm going to glue that down. I'm going to glue that. I cut that piece of paper into a banner, and then I'm going to add a brad. And then I'm going to take the leftover piece of pattern paper that was left, and I'm going to cut that one into a flag. And I had a couple of brads that I pulled, 3 brads that I pulled out, so I'm just making sure that they're put on the page. And now I cut that piece of pattern paper and onto a flag, and basically it was just so that that picture wasn't left with without any embellishments. Now I'm going to put those enamel dots around the pattern paper, or the different cards, and most of them have just the 1 enamel dot. The only one that has the 3 is the card with the little deer, and actually that's where I'm going to do my journaling. And now I'm going to take my pen, and I want to do my journaling right away because I'm afraid with how many things that I got on the go right now that it's not going to get done. So I'm making sure to the top one I just put grade 9, the bottom one I just put iPhone 5C, and then the journaling I just put Josh's school report card was awesome. His lowest mark was 80. And then I did some research on the iPhone 5C. I so want one. And then I finished setting up my desk and now working on the rest of the room. And I'm just going to stare at it for a few minutes, but basically that's it. The page is done. I'm going to show you a few close-ups of each little card, but I want to apologize in advance. I don't know, I took the pictures different than the last time, and they are they're going to be sideways, most of them. So, and I didn't have time to retake all the pictures again and do the voiceover and have the video uploaded today. So I'll just try to keep that in mind for next time around, to make sure to take the pictures in a different orientation to make so that you can see them properly. And that's it. December 2nd daily is done. So thanks for watching. Bye.